Growing up as a kid in Oklahoma, where I'm from, the Chili Bowl is the biggest race that we have. The Chili Bowl has kind of been my favorite race of the year. Growing up a dirt racer in Oklahoma, that's kind of the holy grail.
Alright, and we welcome you here live here at Daytona International Speedway for the iSCAR Skyline Custom Super Speedway Shootout. My name is Ezekiel Reyes.
My name's Cody Webster.
And we are going to be your commentators here for tonight. A total of 50 laps going to be ran for tonight. 100 miles, of course, as planned. Hopefully we don't go over that, because there are overtime finishes, or green light checkers. I don't even know what you call it anymore. They call it all sorts of things. But otherwise, welcome here live here at the World Center Racing. It should be a fun one from start to finish. Hopefully nobody wrecks it out early. It's such like that. Otherwise, Webster, what are you looking forward here for tonight?
They changed the package. What is the start of this season, mid-season, or whatever it was? Whenever they changed the package, I know the old A cars. It was like you had to side draft like really crazy to try to keep up. You know, try to make a pass, I guess you want to say. Now it's just all about just getting the draft and pushing as hard as you can. You guys can run 3-4 wide. I mean, what I'm looking for is maybe them to try to calm down the first 10, 15 laps. But there's going to be such a momentum, you know, with the draft and everything. It's going to be hard. And then even like a guy pushing the pusher, that could cause some trouble for guys. So I don't know. It's gonna be a mess.
Yeah, hopefully everybody could keep their priorities sorted out straight. And of course, we're gonna go through our usual things of going through track information, track configuration. Obviously, the oval side, track length 2.5 miles in length, track turns 4, 1 in each corner. Elevation near the beach, so it's about 40 above sea level. Track temp actually, well, holy crap, it's hot. 114 degrees on the track as of right now. And oh boy, weather looking nice tonight for the beach. Currently 80 degrees outside, humidity at 0%, wind going south at 8 miles per hour. Currently mostly cloudy skies, so I'm pretty sure the track temp is going to cool itself down. But of course, since we're at a super speedway, I'm pretty sure handling won't really be an issue here. So that's the beauty of super speedway racing, but that's also one of the downsides, unfortunately.
Well, you say handling might not be an issue, but it could be.
It could be.
You never know.
Yep, you never know. So, practice is ended itself. We're going to slide ourselves to the side. Going to go ahead and salute our nation's colors here for tonight. Alright, and we're back live here. Cody Webster joining me in the booth here for tonight. Currently qualifying underway as of right now. 2 laps. 2 laps to log in your fastest lap. And qualifying here is a bit different than what you usually see on speedways. Usually you'd run right up against the outside wall on your first lap and dive it down all the way to the inside on your second lap to get as much momentum pulled in, and hopefully, oh, my phone's going off, apologies about that. Hopefully that could go out well, and I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself so I can answer this call.
Well, Zeke answers the call. So it's all about keeping your momentum, you know, up and not turning the wheel too much to cause them, you know, slow up your momentum. But right now, it looks like Corey Hart's goes to the top of the board at a 48.871, as everybody is pretty much probably on their second lap right now. Landon Willis, P2, goes behind Corey Hart's. It's going to be interesting to see how many guys actually want to qualify here, because it's going to be not going to really be about track position. It's going to be about trying to stay out of trouble. As you see, Dylan Alt, the flyer, runs 48.770.
Bianchini logs also in great lap time. Both of them only separated by 5/1000ths of a second. So close lap times, but you expect that at a full throttle track. Still seeing some people qualify themselves out. Ryan Kwan going through the road course and such. I don't even know what he's doing, but you know, some people
probably doesn't want to qualify.
Yeah, definitely, probably doesn't want to qualify. Peter Kenny out on the racetrack, he's going to qualify himself around. So you basically, here on super speedways, you have 2 distinct strategies. One of them being lay yourself in the back and get out of harm's way, or if you're not in the pack, you're basically charging towards the front, and hopefully you're going to stay out of harm's way towards the mid-pack, mid portion, because that's probably the most dangerous part of the field. So either you stay yourself up front or you lay in the back. So you see how about half the field didn't qualify.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, there is no safe place. Even if you're up front, I ran for your league last season in the truck series, and I got wrecked leading. So no, there is no safe spot at Daytona Talladega at all. The only good thing, you know, for this, well, I guess good thing, you guys don't have like a stage for people to race for something in the middle of the race. So it's just all about getting to the end.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how many guys actually are smart and decide to get to the end.
Yep. And qualifying going to go ahead and round itself out. And we're going to pull up the grid here for tonight. Congratulations to the number 42 of Dylan Alt for snatching the pole. Michael Bianchini going to be on his outside. Row number 2 going to be Hunter Johnson and Austin Johnson. 2 Johnsons right next to each other. Row number 3 going to be Evan Rosinski and Corey H. Hartz. Row number 4, Landon B. Willis and Keen Raleigh Cowell. And rounding out the 5th row is going to be Saunders and Keplinger, and the rest of the order is going to be shown on your screen here. So yeah, as you said, no safe place here, especially on super speedways. Speedways, excuse me. I've been wrecked in all sorts of positions, so you gotta have a bit of luck on your side, and hopefully you don't get involved in those.
Yeah. I don't know. They need to get past like the first. What I would do, I'd land it back. They need to get past the first half of the race. You know, I'd say it's 50 laps. I'd wait till lap 40, honestly, to start really racing.
Yeah, especially with the new green white checkers. You still have a lot of time. If there's a caution that comes out with 2 to go, you still have a lot of racing left.
Well, the only thing I hate about the green white checkers they brought into iRacing is that when the white flag shows, even if the leader's not there, like the caution comes out, they don't throw the caution. It's
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, when the white flag appears in your screen, it just that's the second to last flag you'll see. So and that usually happens coming off a turn 4 or close to it. You know, here I guess it would be like, I don't know, like 100 feet after turn 4 or whatever.
I didn't know that. Huh.
Right.
So
Now we
this
all
is,
wait for them to grid up.
Yep. This is going to be the first time we've ran the Cup cars here in iSCAR, as field's going to sort themselves out and go a double wide formation. So it's going to be a couple proximity machines.
Got 3 of them.
The field to the initial start. Yep, 3 of them up
You
there.
got the top 3 in qualifying were all proximity cars, so they'll probably get together and work together. You guys don't have anything for changing lanes, right?
No, no.
So then for them they could just drop down whenever the hell they
Yeah. As long as you don't get a black flag, it's legal. So you might see a bit of jumping and stuff like that, a bit of hectic restarts, but hopefully
Well, I
you
mean,
can sort
yeah.
stuff out in the draft.
Well, for them 3, probably the ideal thing is probably get either Michael to jump in front of Dylan or in between Dylan and Hunter. Unless they just want to race it out and just see who wants to lead this thing.
Yeah, they're probably going to race it out since Proximity isn't an official team in iSCAR anymore. They were last season, but now they're sort of, quote unquote, as team owner Chase Bonser said, moved on to better things. I don't even know. But
all
got
of them on
3
the
of them up
paint.
top. Alright, here for 100 miles. Should be fun from start to finish, and oh boy, a lot of things going through my mind. I'm sort of second guessing of how this is going to work out now.
You were brilliant for bringing the cup cars to iSCAR, let me tell you that.
Alright, with that summarized, pace car going to head itself onto pit road. The 42 of Dylan Alt will lead the field to the restart. Green flag, we're up and away.
Looks like Hunter and Dylan are gonna get linked up pretty quick right here, and Michael gets left alone on the outside. So it did not work out any good way for Michael.
Yeah, Michael has to put himself all the way to... Oh, no, he found himself in line in 3rd place, so he's going to slide himself into 3rd, and he's going to have the 21 of Austin Johnson on his bumper, but 3 proximity cars going to be leading the field on the backstretch.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting pretty organized right away, getting single file. We got 2 cars up high, now 3 it looks like. And back in the pack, everybody's kind of just riding. Don't look like they want to do anything crazy just yet.
Alright, the field works themselves off of turn 4. At least, I'd say about 12 cars in the main pack, and you work yourself all the way back to the 77 to Keaton Jones. And that number 77 is sort of sitting up alone by himself, but he could definitely, with the new drafting package, that 77 to Jones is definitely going to scoot himself up.
Yeah, with the new drafting package where he's riding right now, he's definitely good, an ideal spot. You know, he's giving himself space. He'll be able to keep the draft. But we see, looks like what's that? Corey Hart's on the outside getting a good push from 6 Kean. So they're definitely making a move. They want to get to the front right away and break up this. Well, it's not a team, but the proximity group, I guess you want to say.
Yep, they're going to be battling up front. Looks like the 57 of Corey H. Hartz is going to get a push from the 56 of an Evo Sim Sport machine. And they've enrolled in a lot of machines, a lot of cars and drivers here for iSCAR this season. So you should see that familiar scheme of that number 56 here as we go throughout the season. So it should be fun to see how they cooperate.
Yeah, it looks like the outside just more tucked up behind each other and are actually able to hang with the guys on the bottom, even if the guys have more guys down there. The 21 doesn't look like he wants to be sucked up behind Michael right now. That's kind of hindering the bottom line from moving forward.
They gotta keep in mind. Oh, the 57 just got hooked. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe he kept it straight.
He went one way and the other way.
Yeah, I cannot believe he kept it straight. That was the 57 to Corey H. Hartz and the black Ford Mustang. And my oh my, I can't believe he kept it straight. The 56 has a keep in mind of that bumper, because you could easily, especially with tight racing like this, you could easily hook somebody into the outside wall or into the into the inside lane.
Right, because he's driving looks like the Z01 body, and that, if it's correct, those noses are pointed, and they probably do get the car in front of them moving around a little more than it should. But as we see, it looks like the 56 had to lay off the 57, probably to get some air on his nose, probably overheating. I saw Hunter do it, I think, last lap to Dylan.
Just about, I'd say 10 cars, 2 by 2, 5 rows deep. Everybody from Keaton and that number 77, 11th on back, is sort of roaming around, just waiting maybe for that wreck to happen. But you got to be prepared for that big wreck, or else you're going to be caught at a wrong position. As a 57 yet again, bad push. He's going to be shoved out 3 wide actually. So
this is the first 3 wide we're going to see today. See how these guys handle it. If anybody freaks out running 3 wide. Track is kind of a lot more narrower than Talladega, but it looks like everybody's getting by the Ford Horseman machine right now and back in 2 wide.
So yeah, the 57 drops from 2nd all the way, looks like the 10th place. The car sitting apron, I think that was the 08 of Aiden Saunders, but he keeps it straight. Meanwhile, up front, Dylan,
oh!
That's
Hunter
a blow
Johnson
motor.
blew up! Wow, well, I just talked about breathing, getting air on the front end of the car. That, oh my god, that's one of the guys that I thought would probably win this thing. That definitely
that stinks.
ended the race for him, yeah.
Yeah, and there's no fast repairs here in iSCAR, and that broke up that bottom line, and to the lead goes the 56 of Keen Raleigh-Cowell.
Well, that looks like put Dylan in a situation where that was probably the only reason he was staying up front, because Hunter was helping him, but he dropped to the back. Looks like he's just going to ride around now, but that's a bummer for Hunter Johnson. He's had terrible 2 races now in iSCAR in a row, so.
Yeah, wow.
Now everybody's kind of strung out, it looks like. Well, they're still running side by side, but not as tightly packed as they were before. You have Eric Heater's up there, and well, you know he's up there because he's blinking.
Yeah, fortunately, for Hunter, he got himself off track, and that number 12 is unfortunately going to be in pit road. Probably not where he wants to be, but no caution. We keep ourselves green, so still 25 cars in the lead lap. As Kian is going to lead the field off of 4 to the front straightaway, and this is going to be the 2nd leader we're going to have all race, but you see the 48 of Brandon Wallace pull up alongside that 56.
Yeah, it looks like Corey and Kean both have pretty nice handling machines right now, even though we did see Corey get it sideways a few times, almost hooked. But they were able to hang up there and push each other, and obviously now they're separated, but they're keeping the front 2 lines about even.
Yep, and again, you got to keep in mind of those engine temps, and you see Hunter. It'll be like Hunter, unfortunately, on pit road, and he'll be eliminated from the race. So as the field heads himself off of turn number 4, 2 by 2, still nobody making as aggressive move. As I say that, the 84 of Bianchini going to peek to the outside, but I'm pretty sure that's just because the 28 Eric Keeter's just blinking out.
Yeah, look, right now we still have 25 guys running. Looks like we had 3 guys that are now out of the race. Hunter Johnson, Peter Kenny, and Regis in the 30, all out of the race.
Oh, we got a wreck.
Oh, that's Heater. Oh, that's the 57. 84. Oh, a lot of guys did a good job avoiding that, but that's a big one.
Yeah, involved in that would be the 84 of Bianchini. You see him in the middle of the screen, and we're going to get a replay of what happened coming off of turn number 2, and the first car to get sideways was the 28 of Eric Heater.
Well, looks like the 57 got neck coated by the 56 on the inside and went straight to the wall, and the 57 came down, got Heater, nowhere for the 23 to go, or the 84. It looks like everybody else actually made it through, which is rather surprising. Everybody took the evasive route to go down to the RAS and save their car. That was...
See it again, we'll have another angle, and yeah, you see the 56. Just a bit of contact, around they went. You see the 23 just pushing one car as he was trying to get through the wreck. You see the 21 of Austin Johnson also spinning to the inside. Luckily for him, not as much damage on him, but still probably going to affect him.
I
First
think the
caution brought
most
out in the back.
damage is probably the 84. Got the most out of it. Eric just got hit and kind of got slid slid through the backstretch, so I think he might be salvageable. But that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I'd guess about 4 cars there with just major damage. And
Looks like David B. Smith has no front end, so I don't know when that happened. I guess when people were slowing up, but he got some damage in that also.
so the field rolls themselves on to the entrance to pit road. This will mean pit road's going to open itself up. So Warwas, being your leader, will lead the field onto pit road. And since we're running 50% fuel, I'm pretty sure these drivers.
Ooh, contact in
Ooh.
pit road. Casey Drake. Ooh, into the inside pit road wall. Missed his box, rear end damage.
Wow,
so
there's
that's
some
gonna-
drivers wrecking all over the place on pit road. There was contact between, looks like I think the 23. Kean has to spin it around. David B. Smith is sideways. His front end's all gone. Oh my goodness, what a terrible cycle of pit stops. You got like 3 more people eliminated just because of that.
People not knowing where their box is.
Well, that too, as well as you gotta. I've misjudged how great my tires are as I enter pit road, and you could easily overshoot it and get into somebody. So I'm pretty sure some of those people either overshot their pit stall or just wasn't paying attention. And
Well, this is iSCAR pit road attempt number 1. Great job by some of them.
some of them.
Luckily it was under caution for these guys, so if they got no damage out of it, they're still in it. If it was under green, that would definitely screw up their strategy, staying with the draft. As Michael B. or whatever, however you say his name, I guess I got close. Disconnected. And Kean also, so that is 5 guys retired from the race, unfortunately.
Dang. Wow. So Keplinger, I think he stayed himself out. He's gonna go back onto pit road. He missed his stall in that number 60. And there's other people coming in as well. I think the 08 of Aiden Saunders is coming back in for because he missed his pit stall as well. So a lot of people missing their stalls. They gotta realize that, well, there's your stall right there. So hopefully it'll be the only.
I mean,
chance we'll
they do have a pit sign there that lets them know where they're pitting. But probably a lot of these guys have new paint schemes on, so they're probably the colors are different than what they used to, or they, like you said, probably misjudged how worn their tires are or how terrible the braking is on these cars.
Yeah. So, a couple new people finding themselves to the front of the field. Carson Poindexter in the number 1 machine started 25th. Currently now sitting 2nd place. William Schmidt started 27th, now sitting in 3rd. Keaton Jones started in 17th, now in 4th place. And Seth Rawls started in 20th, and now he's sitting in 5th place.
Yeah, a lot of strategy probably, or just missing the wrecks that's happened, and then just missing the wreck on pit road got them to where they're at. Definitely losing a few guys helped them, move up position. I think a lot of those guys were in the back, laying back, waiting for something to happen. So they were the beneficiary of that wreck and caution.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, looks like 1, 2, I think 3 guys that are still running that have damage. 4, if you count Heater. I didn't really check out his damage. Doesn't look terrible. Although it's really hard for me to tell because he's blinking.
Yeah, you don't want to be blinking in the mid-pack, or else...
Well, he was, but
Yeah.
he wasn't the cause of it, though.
Yeah, it wasn't the cause of it, though.
So what do we get, like 7 laps, 7, 8 laps there, Green?
Oh, no, I think we got more than that. Yeah, 9 laps green. So yeah, that was an iSCAR standard, based on iSCAR standards, that
was
definitely
more.
a plus.
You wanted 2. I mean, just in practice, we couldn't even get that. So My expectations weren't really high for these drivers. Not saying that they're bad, but you know, close quarter racing at super speedways usually never work out well. A lot of guys can tell in officials.
Fortunately, that wreck didn't take out as many contenders, so we still have a lot of the field left remaining here, as we're one to go at the wire. So it's going to be Poindexter and Brandon Warwas leading the field to the restart. Warwas, I think he started all the way in 12th, and now he's pushed himself forward, and he's going to be sitting in first place here for the restart.
Yeah, he was staying with that front pack the whole entire time, actually helping guys stay up there. So he was able to escape the mayhem and, you know, gonna be able to restart first.
Yep. And taking a look through the field, nothing too peculiar as we shuffle through. Just people with minor damage here and there, but hopefully, I mean, the 15 and David B. Smith, his whole front end is gone, so hopefully that doesn't affect the restart. Pace car going to slide itself on a pit road. Green. And away here at Daytona. Oh! Oh my gosh, really? We're going to have... yeah, hopefully that doesn't give out black flags. As...
no caution.
Landon B. Willis. Oh my gosh, yeah. I think that might give out black flags, I'm not going to lie, Landon, holy crap! I don't even. He just lost it, and he already got into the 15. He got into the 15, and David B. Smith. Oh my gosh! But that doesn't bring out a caution though, which is amazing. I cannot believe it brought out it didn't bring out a caution. What in the world? I don't even know. That had to be some. I can't even explain what happened there.
Well, that looked like it eliminated David B. Smith out of the race. He had to go to pit road tow, and Landon Willis looks like he's off the pace. So, and it definitely separated the field now with that little incident on the restart.
Yeah, only I'd say 9 people up front. Leading that outside charge would be that number 79, William Schmidt, and he's dragging along Keaton Jones with him. A couple, no, I thought that was a Stram Dadgar Motorsports machine on the high side, but I thought there were 2 of them, but there was only 1, and that would be Poindexter. That number 2, Seth Rawls, is also running a similar paint scheme, but fortunately to him, a little bit different. But
yeah, they're working in front, and right behind them is Eric Keeter, who even got involved in that wreck with that damage. He's able to keep up. Doesn't look like he can suck up as well as he'd want to, but he has someone behind him to keep him up there, so definitely helping him stay up there with the lead group.
Keaton Jones goes for the lead. He got a great push from that number 1 of Poindexter, but Poindexter now has the 2 of Seth Rawls. They're going to be hooked up down on the high side down the straightaway, but they barely have a lot of help. As you see the 28 of Eric Keeter just weaving in and out, sort of contemplating decisions right now.
I thought he was cleaning off his tires.
Cleaning off his tires.
It looks like the 79. 79 goes up high. William Smith should try to take the lead, get the run that the 1 and the 2 have, pick it up, and it looks like he's going to fall back a little bit, side by side with Brandon Warwas.
Poindexter's already pushed somebody 79 to the lead, but I guess the 79 want the lead back and pulled up to the high side, and then for it right against the 77 of Jones, and you see one car gonna pull itself out. We're gonna go 3 wide for the lead as the 1 Poindexter is pushing the issue, coming into 3.
Yeah, it looked like the 25 wanted to drop out once he saw those moves being pulled, and he said this is probably not where he wants to be. Looks like William Schmidt is dropping it back as Seth Rawls on his inside, and he's dropping it back, and now they get single file. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. 3 wide for the lead.
Yep, and that number 1 is probably the most aggressive out here in the field. That number 1 of Carson Poindexter wants to keep himself up front. Keaton Jones gonna hit the brakes and go. He's gonna go. Oh! Bit of contact.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness! I cannot believe that Keaton kept it off. That of those 2 Evo SimSport machines. So that 02, I think that's Patterson, or is that Patterson? I don't even know who that is, but
Oh yeah, that's Josh Patterson.
Josh Patterson and Seth Rawls. And now you see a couple of teammates as the one at Poindexter's blinking in and out. You don't want that there. As
oh yeah, he's starting to blink. He's back though. Looks like Josh Patterson and Seth Rawls are going to use the outside, and Eric Heater throws a block on a 0-2. Ooh, that was close. And the tri-oval is not the place you want to do as they pass a lap car with David B. Smith, clean, and they're still good. And looks like Josh Patterson is going to push Heater, or attempt to try to push Heater to the lead.
you don't want to be pushing off of corners, especially off of exit. That's when the car is at its lightest. So I'm pretty sure Patterson just trying to time those pushes down the straightaways, along with his teammate right behind him, that number 2, Seth Rawls. But Patterson sort of weaving in and out as Heater's blinking yet again. That might turn him around. It's definitely slowing the momentum of that outside lane as they head on the front stretch.
Well, it's like Heater's slowing the momentum on the outside, and Poindexter's slowing the momentum on the bottom. Both of them are blinking here and there, so it's definitely not helping either line. It's keeping them pretty much even. And Brandon continues to lead this race just by a nose.
Only just about 7-8 cars here up in this front pack want to lead the field as Heater's going to get sideways, and he's going to get turned. Uh-oh, that 28's going to go sideways. There he goes.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Thought he had it saved.
Oh my gosh, people still piling in.
His net code probably did not help at all. Or his blinking, whatever you want to call it. That looks like Dylan Alt went through him. I don't know if he got credited for damage for that, but if he didn't, then no one else hit him.
Alright, as they head down the straightaway, you see the bit of contact there as, yeah, Heater, since his internet was so bad, he basically warped through both Evo SimSport machines, and that 42 with Dylan Alt was a proximity car. And unfortunately, that 28 is probably going to be the only one with significant damage off this wreck. So, tough break for that 28, but he's going to have to fix his internet come to the next race.
Probably going to end his race. That's going to be another guy out. It looks like we're left with 20 guys, 21 guys running if you count the 15, and actually 22 is the 0-2-1 also. But 20 guys still on the lead lap.
Yep, and we still haven't reached the point in which we could, the point in which if you pit now, you'll make it all the way to the end with fuel. So,
oh, what is
fuel
it?
Tank is 16 to 17 laps.
Okay, all right. So we're not there yet. If you pit here now, even maybe pit on the last possible lap on this caution, you get a few cautions in your favor, you can probably make it, but might as well just pit every single time.
Yep, as here comes people on pit road, being led by Warros yet again, and hopefully these people know where their pit stalls are this time, so feels gonna slot themselves in. Hopefully don't overshoot it as we got a car spun entering pit road. Don't know how that is. He's now entering pit road now. I don't even know who it is, but spun it on entry. Everybody taking 4 tires.
Yeah, this time it looks like a little more calm down pit road. Nothing crazy going on.
Yeah, the person who spun it on entry would be the 90 of Malachi Drake, and looks like we're gonna have one car that's gonna stay himself out. That's gonna be Carson Poindexter, and that number 1 machine, and Warwas gonna be the leader off of pit road. With looks like 2 tires just with Warwas.
Might pay off. A track position, you can, it's key, but at the same time, it's not nothing to really be worried about right now. At this point, we'll probably go back green, just past halfway or just at halfway. So they still have a lot more racing to do.
Yep. Caution panel shown on the right hand side of the screen. 2 cautions, 5 caution laps in total. Lead changes are 5, and your total leaders are going to be shown on the bottom left. Brendan Warwas currently leading the most laps as in the field. Dylan Alt with 5, Keaton Jones with 3, Carson Poindexter leading his first, and Keen Rally Cowell also leading just one. So it's about.
So we got
Yeah.
what we got. So we got 22 laps. Well, on lap 22, I guess you want to say. Up Carson's gonna pit, so he's gonna give up the lead. So that's gonna hand the lead to Brandon. I guess he wanted to get one lap led.
Yep.
So we'll probably have a few more cautions in this race. And if we don't, I'll be surprised.
I'd be surprised as well, especially with these super speedway races. If you're when what you call it? How does the saying goes? When those laps wind down, the intensity level ramps up, and of course we're not even halfway yet, but we're about to be. But so you may see some drivers start making some aggressive moves towards the front.
Yeah, we might, but I mean, so far we've seen who's probably the most aggressive. You said Carson Poindexter, which he's been able to push people to the front and definitely willing to make it 3 wide and make it clean. 3 wide passes or attempts, I guess you want to say. Brandon Wallace has been really good staying up front, not really losing track position. Even Seth Rawls and William Schmidt have been great guys staying up there. And even the 21 of Austin Johnson, he's been up there all race, hasn't dropped back, so he's been quietly staying in the top 10 this whole event. So see what he can do when it gets to the latter stages of the race.
Yep, and I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself for a slight. I'll be back here in just a moment as we're gonna get the green coming here. So Cody could go ahead and feed the viewers some bit of more information.
Well, as Zeke disappeared for a few minutes, or seconds, you want to say, it's definitely been an interesting race so far. Probably a lot more laps green than I've had expected. A lot of guys making moves. I mean, had it not been for a blinking car and net code, probably would have got more laps together green. We already saw what happened when you push too long, you blow up. That's a given, as we are now 1 to green. Brandon Wallace is going to lead the field down to the green flag, followed by Seth Rawls, William Schmidt, Keaton Jones. That is the front 2 rows. Still have 20 guys on the lead lap with 1 car a lap down and another car 2 laps down. So we have 21 drivers on track. A few with damage, but most of them have clean cars that are able to keep up in the draft. So hopefully this time when we go green, we won't have any issues as far as people spinning tires or whatever happened in the back last restart. But we're on the back stretch now, so guys are anticipating. Looks like we're gonna have 26 laps left when we take the green. We're gonna start lap 25 when we take the green. So gonna ramp up eventually. These guys know it's getting closer to the end of the race. We're already half an hour into this race, so roughly about a half an hour left. But we'll pay attention to see who who keeps their car clean, gets to the end of this race, and hopefully it's a good one.
Yep. And leader currently the 48 of Brandon Warwas, leading the most laps as of right now, leading with 13. He's going to be leading the field to the restart alongside that number 2 is Seth Rawls on the high side as Space Car going to make itself off the corner and shoot on to pit road. So Warwas across the restart ticker and
green.
We're up and away yet again.
This time, Wawas gets a great restart. Seth Rawls has no one behind him to help. Keaton Jones is peaking low and stays up high behind Seth Rawls. And it looks like now the outside is going to get lined up a lot better than the inside. And here comes Seth Rawls on the outside of Brandon Wawas. Try to take the lead coming out of turn 2. Doesn't seem like he looks like he lost his momentum once he got neck to neck with Brandon.
Yeah, if that outside line organizes itself out well, they're going to shoot to the front, and you see number 2 is Seth Rawls already half the car length in front of that 48 of Brandon Warwas, but be careful of pushing entering the corner. Hopefully everybody keeps it straight and stay green here. Off to number 4. Past halfway now, so I'm pretty sure these drivers' minds are based off the racing we've had. I'm pretty sure people are going to be racing to halfway. Ready.
3 wide.
Action.
3 wide. Dylan Alt said, I'm going to leave Keaton Jones out there, and they're going to And the 08 or Aiden Sanders is going to go to the inside of Keaton Jones. Keaton Jones dropping like a rock. Like he's just going to drop to the back of this little group as they try to race it out. And Carson Poindexter trying to make moves to get back to the front after pitting late that last caution. Now we have Seth Rolls going to the front. And he has a challenge from Dylan Alt on the outside, but looks like Brandon's going to help Seth keep it out in front.
Works themselves off of turn number 4. The 2 is Seth Rolls is still up front, clear by a car link, so he could go ahead and control both lanes, but of course there's a downside to that. Hopefully you don't turn yourself while you're blocking those lanes.
You got to be. It's not like real NASCAR, unfortunately. You have such a run that you really can't control both lanes. You can move back and forth, but there's a limit to it. I mean, you got to calculate it right and not get net coded in the process.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. As a field, a bit of blinking going on my side. Don't know where that is, but. Oh, that'd be the one. Carson Poindexter as the 0-2. Josh Patterson's actually going to threaten the between him. He actually backed out off of it.
Yeah. I don't think he was expecting that.
The 2 gets turned.
Contact! Oh!
Yellow.
And hopefully, still piling in. Don't know who that is, but oh man, that's going to take out a good chunk of contenders here. The first car to get turned was that number 2. I think that was Seth Rawls.
Have to go on board with Keaton Jones. He did an amazing job of avoiding.
Yeah, it looks like Warwas.
Didn't hit him square.
Yeah, didn't hit him square, and around that 2 went. Yeah, you see entering the corner. The 48 just hooked that 2, and around they went. Also involved in that would be the number 1 machine. Carson Poindexter, as you see some people flying through pit road.
Yeah, I just watched Andy McDowell. Yeah, Andy McDowell just ARCA braked it way in there. He had it cleared, and a lot of guys caught up in this that probably shouldn't have been.
Got another angle of it. As you see the contact right there, Dylan Alt gets involved. 0-2. Patterson gets involved. I think Casey Drake was also involved in that. You see, bam, right there, Andy just flying through, and up and over goes Carson Poindexter.
That's gonna eliminate a lot of guys, and that just that changed up everything. Cause there's a lot of guys in the back, just riding still, and some of them are notables are the 60, the 07, the 55. The 90, a lot of guys just laying in the back, and now they're going to be at the front because the front guys, they're short each other.
Yep, just opens up some opportunities, and this is one of them. So, some of those people, like I'd say, like the, I guess like the, let me scroll through the field. 21, maybe Austin Johnson. He was laying towards the back. Malachi Drake was also laying towards the back. The 60 of Keplinger. Shane Sweeney, all those people are now in the top 10.
Yeah, we still have a few guys that were up front that made it through. Brandon, Aiden, William, Evan, even Keaton, all made it through. They were able to miss it. I think Austin Johnson, looks like he got no damage for that, so he made it through also. But those are the guys that were running up front. So they were lucky enough to miss it.
Be past 20 to go mark, so any person you're looking forward, who you think you have your pick to win here for tonight?
Well, as far as what I've seen so far, I'm gonna say Brandon, even though looked at he barely offset hit him and got him loose, Carson or Seth, but Brandon's looks like a guy that can run up front. More of an underdog would probably be Aiden. He had damage on his car, but it looks like he's able to stay up front with them. But I'm gonna still go with my man, I can't even say it. Mr. Drake. They're in the 90. There's 2 Drakes in there, so you know what? I'm gonna go with him. I said that he probably has a good chance of winning by riding around like he's been doing. So I'm gonna still stick my bet on that.
I'm gonna go ahead and stick my hand in a pile of names and pick one out, and that name would be the number 40 of Doug DeNice. He's been running towards the rear of the field, and his car has been clean, like spotless. The only incident he has is a 1X, and that's because he just went through the grass and as such. But otherwise than that, he's currently sitting in 12th place, and he started all the way in 26th. Haven't seen him run up there with the field, but you never know about all these underdogs and such. So going for an underdog pick, that'd be the number 40 of Doug DeNice.
As we looks like we have some issues right now. There's no admin server. Zeke, so you might want to take care of that second right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Whoever got a black flag for going through pit road, say your number on chat. I'll go ahead and clear it. Clear 20, clear 24, clear 25, clear 40, clear.
A lot of clearing.
Yep. Clear 55. Yeah, I know some of y'all went through pit road just to avoid the wrecks, so yeah, that's hence why I'm clearing. Otherwise than that, type your questions down on chat, so I could go ahead and answer them and stuff like that, since we're under caution.
You're gonna go with the 40. I'm gonna go with the 90.
Yeah, Malachi Drake.
Yeah, both of them were riding in the back, and Malachi Drake running P5 now, and Doug is running 12th. We only have looks like Carson probably Yep, he's blown up. So we're only gonna have 14 guys on the lead lap.
Yeah, and only I'd say less than 20 remaining, so that intensity level is gonna ramp up. And oh boy, if this thing goes green all the way, that's gonna.
Well,
we're not
we
yet
have
at the
more of a
fuel
chance.
level. Yeah, I mean, if it does go green all the way, since we have only a handful amount of cars remaining, I'd say, I would say we have a chance at going green all the way, but if that happens, that fuel window is not as big as the laps remaining. So these people are still gonna have to pit at least once, as I think the 90. I think all these people right in the tail end, maybe topping off or just sliding themselves toward the rear. But oh boy, this is gonna maybe
Business is gonna ramp up, and if it, like you said, if it does go green, a lot of these guys probably are. I would say, doesn't sound like it because I hear the motor still on, but they should be clutching if they're gonna try to stretch it and make it all the way to the end. We have 14 guys on the lead lap with a few guys a lap down. Looks like it's probably gonna come down to the 14 of the like the 15 back on the lead lap after getting damage. We still have a good handful of guys running for this win.
there's still a lot of cars that are running within the pack with also damage. You see the 08 Saunders, he's up there with a lot of left side damage. The 21 Austin Johnson, he has rear end damage. The 021 of, I think that's Landon Willis. He's the one who spun it on the restart, and luckily, unfortunately, it didn't bring out the caution. But that 021 running up there somehow. You just never know.
You never do know. I did also make a note that we could end up with no cars left to finish this thing, so I'm still gonna stick with that.
Green flag.
Green flag, we're up and away yet again at Daytona, working off our third caution of the night. Averaging about every 10 laps we'd get a caution, so going with the trend, maybe I'd say about 10 laps we'd file in with caution, as holy crap, everybody single file.
Single file. Well, it looked like Keaton did not either in the wrong gear or just didn't want to go, but he left a huge gap on the bottom, and everybody's lined up. Everybody looks like they're gonna stay single file for the moment. We have looks like 10 guys running in a organized line for now.
Yep, maybe they're just gonna wait it out, single file, because they have fuel on their mind. Because we're gonna pull up race summary right here. Still 18 remaining, and that fuel window is 16 to 17. So you never know with this 50% fuel how it'll turn out. But meanwhile, up front, Warwas is still controlling the lead. And now it's only about 6 cars remaining in this main pack.
Yeah, 6 cars in the main pack. They're pulling away a little bit from the 07. Looks like Keaton said, "Oh, I don't want to go single file," and he brought the 21 up high. And they're trying to make a ground up, but they're not on each other enough to make ground up on the front. Looks like 4.
Looking back at here in this second group, with the 24 of Ryan Kwan, the Landon B. Willis is actually leading this one. 24 Kwan is going to shoot to the high side. He's going to drag along Jackson Menchu, as all these people, since they singled themselves out so quickly, they easily got a good push of momentum, and that top 7 has pulled itself away. But so the second pack has to reorganize itself and hopefully get something going and suck up on that main draft.
Well, it just looks like they're still waiting. They still think another caution is going to happen, and hey, maybe it will, it might benefit them, but maybe they're saving fuel. The one thing about saving fuel here is the car out front not going to save fuel.
Yeah.
Everybody else behind him will.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about being the leader. You're always standing on the throttle to keep the line going. If you're not, well, you're going to accordion the field and get past for the lead. But so that 48 of Brandon Warwas, he's been up front for a while now, so I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps himself up front. But you see this outside line of Keaton Jones. He's slowly inching himself forward with the 24 of Ryan Kwan, 55 of Jackson Menchu, and as well as the 20 of Andy McDowell. Top 10 as of right now, all within this draft. So
yeah, it looks like Ryan came back from maybe like a half a second to a second back, and they had just a huge run, and they could be saving up front as we go 3 wide. Keaton Jones looking on the outside of Aiden Saunders, trying to make a move, and when he does that, Ryan Kwan just backs off. He doesn't even want anything to do with it.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that whole outside line's going to die out. He's going to, 24 Ryan Kwan's going to file himself in line right behind the 21 of Austin Johnson. So the 08's move of Aiden Saunders pulling up to the high side, and not really much benefit, as he's going to start losing spots slightly. But at 77 is Keaton Jones trying to give him as big of a run as of right now, but not going anywhere, as they're side by side for second with alongside the 79 William Schmidt.
Yeah, it looks like they wanted to see what the outside was doing. They got it moving, and then they kind of just said, "All right, well, we'll wait a few laps." Looks like now 13 to go. They'll have time for another wreck if they want it. We have green white checkers also. Looks like Keaton Jones is going to try to push Aiden Saunders by the 48, but no one's really been able to like get by the 48 at all. He's been up front and keeping it there majority of the race.
Yep, but here comes a challenge on the high side. The 08 of Saunders is going to push him to 77, but they head into the corner yet again. That low side still prevailing as of right now. The 08 of Saunders not really working anywhere, as you see the 23 of Mrozinski step out a bit sideways, but we're going to scroll ourselves to the second portion of the field, leading by that number 40 of Doug Denice, Malachi Drake as well in that pack as well. All these people from 11th to 15th are all just waiting for maybe a wreck so they could check up in time before they get caught up.
At this point, they're 5 seconds back. They're too far back to even try catching them. They could be saving fuel. Some of those guys are the guys that pitted late, so maybe they are hoping that it does go green all the way to the end and they have a shot to win the fuel mile strategy, which would be something different, honestly. Usually it just goes to the checkered flag because of wrecks or whatever, but it could be a different way to end the race.
Yeah, that'd be interesting as everybody is now single file. Probably they're trying to get themselves in line to save as much fuel as they can now. So that 48 of Warwas is probably going to be in a bad position now because he has to stand on the throttle, or else he's going to wreck the field, not going the full speed, full way around. But as of right now, nobody really willing to challenge up for...
Well, you say that, and
Yeah.
Ryan Kwan's trying to push Jackson Menchu up to the front, but Ryan got tight entering. Looks like he got tight, or just couldn't tell where he was and lost connection with Jackson. But I mean, if you're in Brandon's spot and you know we're probably not going to be able to make it on fuel, do you decide to let people pass and ride behind people, or you just keep on going?
I would hope for a caution because this super speedway racing gets defined by cautions, and hopefully Warwas can save. Oh, we got lap cars in the outside wall. Hopefully that doesn't affect. But if I was a 48, I'd hope this thing would at least catch at least one caution. And you see the 55 of Jackson Menchu, 24 Ryan Kwan, both of them with heavy pushes, and they're gonna round themselves to the front. So new leader gonna be that number 20, not the 24, but the 55 of Jackson Menchu.
Yeah, this is probably what Brandon maybe wanted to happen. Let them come, let them go in front of him. Let him save fuel. Maybe that's, maybe he let off a little bit and said, all right, I'm done trying to fight for the lead. Probably looked at his fuel gauge and like, we're getting closer to the end of this race. This might be an issue for me.
All right, still just about 2x2 action. Nobody is really getting out of line. As I say that, the 20 of Andy McDowell is going to slot himself into second place, and he's going to leave the 08 dry of Saunders, and he's going to slide himself to the rear, unfortunately.
So you said 17 laps at most they can make it.
17 to 20. It's going to be really close, so I'm not sure, since usually on super speedway races, you could make it all the way to at least 30 to 31 laps, and since this is 50% fuel, should be at least 17, 18 laps, but I'm not sure myself. We're gonna find out here.
Well, I guess none of these drivers know, because no one made a long run in practice in a group. So this is gonna throw everybody for a curveball. I mean, like I said, the guys in the back, they reassured themselves with pitting late, have a little more fuel, and they're running slower pace too. The Andy McDowell have a huge run, try to take that momentum the outside of Jackson and try to clear Jackson with the help of 08. And Brandon's going to go to the outside.
Oh, it looks like they're pitting. Everybody's going to go on the pit road, and they're going to misjudge it. There's contact, and then around goes the 20. McDowell, he's going to go into the inside wall, and Menchu's going to go up the racetrack, and that...
Oh, caution.
No caution.
They both kept it low. Wow. And the backpack is probably enjoying that. That's going to separate everybody. That is... Oh, man.
Wow.
Brandon was the only one that stayed out. He missed all that.
Yeah, but unfortunate to him, he's gonna be without a partner, and all these people who are coming off a pit road are on different strategies. Some people taking tires, some people just going with fuel only, and that's gonna fan out more people. So Saunders out first.
Oof. That second pack, they're getting all glued up trying to get up there. They're still out there. They might be able to make it, or they might be able to gain, because now they're all separated. No one worked together with strategy. I guess they're just trying to avoid the guy spinning on the pit road, but man, who knows?
Man, this is reminding me of the Xfinity race in which Jackson Menchu won it in a fuel race, in which there was only 3 cars left to really duke it out, but here's a couple people that are playing a bit of fuel strategy. Keplinger's going a bit slower than what Doug is, and these people are going at least... They're only going 156. They're really slow.
They're saving.
They're saving, and you track all the way back to the 08 of Saunders, who's alone. And Keplinger's in turn 2, while Saunders is...
Well, Saunders is going to get help soon from Ryan Kwan. They're coming right behind him. Ryan Kwan, looks like Keaton Jones and Austin Johnson, they're catching him. They're probably going to blow right by him, but he's at least going to have guys right there. Oh my, this is going to be crazy. They're coming to 5 to go.
I think this is going to be the battle for the lead. It's going to be Kwan and Saunders and this pack right here, because I don't know if Keplinger and Doug could really make it all the way around, but they're trying to save fuel. And as well as Malachi Drake, all these people. Malachi's actually
Drake
way
in
up.
the lead.
Yeah,
Look at that.
he is all the way up there. He might have a chance.
Oh, I just listened to the 60. He's clutching it. Wow. But
They passed by the 48 of Brandon Warwas. We get it with 5 to go at the wire. And still in time for a caution. You never know how these races are going to turn out. And oh boy.
They better get up to speed soon because that pack is coming. They better, right now, they should know if they have enough fuel. If they don't have enough fuel right now, they should, I think someone's out of fuel.
That's going to be, well, Doug just pulled the apron to get out of the way, so I guess it's a lost cause for that 60 of Keplinger and the 40 of Doug
They need
Nice.
a caution.
They need a caution
now.
And I guess it's going to be 5 cars to settle it.
Malachi Drake is pitting. He was not able to make it, so they can't even make 17 laps. That's wild.
Wow. So it's going to be 6 cars to settle it then.
Oh, who knows? I mean, anything can happen. You can still have a caution. Yeah, you can still have one, but we got 6 cars. It's going to take a little more effort to have a caution, but one wrong move, you know, something bad can happen. Ryan Kwan's leading this thing with Keaton Jones behind him, and it looks like Austin Johnson trying to get help from Brandon on the outside, but we got 6 guys under a blanket side by side. Who's going to make it 3 wide? Who's going to make a move? Are they going to wait till the last lap? And anything's possible.
Saunders was planning to split it 3 wide. William moved up, and he's going to slide himself back in line. So Austin Johnson is now looking strong in that number 21. As they're 2x2 up front, I think this is gonna come down to the wire unless they wreck it.
Well, if they wreck it, then everybody else is sitting in the capper's seat. But like, we got 3 to go. We got what, over 7 miles left. This is the longest green flag run we had tonight too.
I'm pretty sure these people's hearts are racing now, as there's only 6 cars to settle it. Ryan Kwan, Keaton Jones, Hayden Saunders, the 21 Austin Johnson, 48 Brandon Warwas, 79 William Schmidt. And flashback here at Daytona in the Xfinity car, William won it on a final caution as they wrecked coming into 3, but this time there's green-white checkers in effect, so gonna come to 2 to go this time by as Kwan is trying to hold everybody off.
Trying to hold everybody off. Looks like the outside. Oh, never mind. I thought they were leaving Keaton Jones up there. Now Brandon goes up there to try to help Keaton as Aiden trying to help Ryan. Oh man, it's gonna come down to probably a last lap pass at this point because now they're on the back stretch, 2 to go. Once they see the white flag in the air, next flag ends it.
Oh, that 24 Kwan tried to drift up the track and squeeze that 77 Keaton Jones right up against the wall to break up his momentum. Couldn't do it though. He has the 48 of Warwas anchored to his back bumper. So this time by, 6 cars to settle it. We'll see the white flag this time by. 1 more lap to go here at Daytona. And currently that 24 is in a weird position as of right now as they head towards the front straightaway.
I don't know if I want to be the leader right now. You got to pull a lot of blocking right now. They got lap cars up ahead to try to maneuver. Oh, where are they going to go? They're pushing hard going into turn 1.
Yep, the lap cars of 60 and the 40 of Doug DeNice and Keplinger move themselves out of the way. Saunders is looking to clear himself, but no, the 77 of Keaton Jones pulled himself to the high side of Aiden Saunders. I'm pretty sure Ryan Kwan has this win, but the 08 doors the 77 up the racetrack. Now the 08 has a chance. If he has to make the move, he has to make it now. Off of turn number 4, Kwan leading. 08's probably not going to make a move. He goes to the inside. He gets forced down there, and they're side by side the start-finish line. Kwan's going to win his first iSCAR race here.
Kwan finishes first in iSCAR's Super Speedway Series race.
Wow, what a finish.
I mean, had the 08 not get into 77, they might have had something. But I don't know.
Wow. Saunders forced himself under the double yellow line, but based on iSCAR rules, unfortunately, that's out of bounds, so I'm pretty sure Aiden was just trying to make it as close as he can, but my, oh my, what a finish to end it off here at Daytona as Ryan Kwan goes ahead and picks up his first here in the iRacing Stock Car Auto Racing League. What a finish. Wow.
That was a long run in the end. That was great. was eventful too, and guys that kept their nose clean won it. Well, finished up front.
Yeah, and congratulatory burnouts. He's gonna, that number 24 Ryan Kwan's gonna go ahead and burn it down the front straightaway, and a well-deserved win for that number 24, as you know they're giving you congratulatory rams and such. But my oh my, what a race from start to finish. We're gonna get a replay of that final lap as they headed down the back straightaway. I thought the 08 had a chance. He was clear just by a slight, and Keaton Jones was getting a push. If the 08 might have stepped out,
went up earlier,
yeah. If he would have stepped out on the backstretch, I think he would have had something. But
he waited way too long to do that, and when he did it, he hit Keaton, and it hurt his momentum there, and he just didn't have enough to try to make a slingshot move.
At the wire by that much. Oh man. And of course my camera is screwing itself up. But my oh my, what a finish to end it off here at Daytona. And your winner of Ryan Kwan will be dragged into the booth here just momentarily. But we'll be back right after this. Stay yourself tuned. More to come. Top 3 interview.
Growing up as a kid in Oklahoma, where I'm from, the Chili Bowl is the biggest race that we have. The Chili Bowl has kind of been my favorite race of the year. Growing up a dirt racer in Oklahoma, that's kind of the holy grail.
And we're back here live here from Daytona 100 post-race, and we're going to slide in our winner here for tonight. That'd be that number 24 machine of Ryan Kwan, and oh boy, hold up, I actually need to pull up a couple of panels, but alright, we're going to go slide him into the booth right now. Ryan Kwan, congratulations, man. You started 24th, and somehow, with those final pit stops, you shuffled yourself to the front, and all you had to do was block. Talk to me about that final run, man.
Yeah, it was very stressful. I thought we were going to get a caution and go to green-white checkered the entire time. And then coming to the checkered when Aiden door slammed, that was very helpful. But yeah, feels good to tie Peter Kenny now.
10-4, man. How was the car out there tonight?
It was pretty good. Besides riding around half the race, trying not to die, I think it had pretty good speed, and we were allowed to really prevent damage on this car. So it really allowed for me to stay up front at the end.
Hey, you were one of the spotless people up there up front, and you took it to your advantage, and here you are sitting in victory lane, man. Congratulations. Any sponsor to thank for tonight's race?
Just like to thank Stram, Dadgar, Side Drafting Productions, and Motorsport United.
All right, man. 10-4. Congratulations, Ryan Kwan. You're a winner here at Daytona. We're gonna slide him out of the booth, and it looks like we're gonna have Webster gonna pull for the second interview. So he's gonna go ahead and interview the 08 of Aiden Saunders.
In a minute here.
All right, Aiden. Congratulations, you got second place tonight. Almost got a win. Tried to make a move on the last lap. So you door slam. Keaton Jones, accidental or not, got into him. Probably hindered your momentum. Try to make that slide job work at the end. Almost got there, but fortunately we were short of getting a win in iSCAR. But talk about your race and if you could have done anything different, on the final lap.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could have done much different on the last lap, but yeah, I got into a wreck early in the race, and I guess I just got my optional done, and I had enough damage to slow me down much, so yeah, just kind of was there at the end. Yeah.
Well, you kept your nose clean for the remainder of the race. Do you actually think that damage was hindering your speed any or not?
Yeah, I think it was. 'Cause it was slower when Quan was pushing me, so that's why, or he told me that's why he passed me. So that's why I just tucked in behind him. So yeah.
All right. Well, you still made it work. You got second place in this eventful race. Any sponsors you want to thank for tonight?
Yeah, Angel Synthetic Oil Rocks, Woody's Transport, Signal 88 Security, CSA Design Group. That's all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Congratulations on the second place finish.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Aiden Saunders, and we're gonna slide into the booth at number 21 of Austin Johnson here in just a moment. Once I realize where all my ATVO stuff is, up there it is. All right, we're gonna go ahead and slide in that number 21 of Austin Johnson, and Johnson started in 4th and finished out 3rd here tonight. So Johnson, you're running towards the front, and what was going through your mind during those during that green flag and only that final and only green flag pit stop?
It was pretty crazy. I saw a wreck right in front of me, kind of scared me, but I went through it and ended up coming out right in front of the pack. And I was thinking of saving fuel, but that obviously didn't work because we passed the 2 guys that were trying. And I was on the outside for a little bit trying to, get a run, and the guy behind me fell back on the inside. I'm like, no, but I mean, tried to push Aiden to the wind, but couldn't get there.
But fortunate for yourself, you're going to round yourself out 3rd here for tonight in the iSCAR Skyline Custom Super Speedway Shootout. Well, overall, man, how was the draft out there?
It was good.
Oh. Did we lose him?
Oh, shoot. Sorry. Sorry. I laid back on a run a little bit. I got a huge run catching it back to the pack, so it was a pretty strong draft.
All right,
A lot of fun out there.
Yep, and 10-4, and you're going to round yourself out 3rd here for tonight. Congratulations, man, obviously, on your 3rd place run. Any sponsors to thank for tonight's race?
No, just, maybe my parents, I don't know.
All right, man, 10-4, congratulations. Austin Johnson, going to round himself out 3rd. And we're going to slide him out of the booth, and I think that's going to be all here for tonight. Otherwise, man, that was a very, very enjoyable race. Definitely above expectations based off of iSCAR experiences and such like that. But fortunately, we're able to finish it with a green note, I should say. But otherwise than that, I think that'll be all here for tonight. My name's Ezekiel Reyes.
My name's Cody Webster.
And we're signing out here from KNN. Oh gosh, I butchered that one. Oh no! Tune us in tomorrow when we go green for the iSCAR Road Series at Silverstone. But otherwise than that, nothing really much to say, as I'm gonna go ahead and cry myself to sleep after that one.